Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the men's room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the men's room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the men's room.
And away we go. Welcome to show number 2811. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, Robin Fox, and Mike Hawk. Thank you. Are in the men's room. On tap today, Ryan Castle's in Drunken Charge is into Sit and Spin Nut today. The 10 best boy band songs of all time.
Oh, yeah.
You are welcome.
Nice.
We'll review some men's room rules. Get ready to play Profile This. Plus headlines, a men's room shot of the day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted.
Click, clack, drinking and drunk.
All right, here we go. This is actually real. In England, man gets 8 months in jail for flipping a traffic camera the bird. American airline passenger gets tased 10 times and still puts up a fight, which seems a bit absurd. Tennessee Waffle House, needless to say, has had a hell of a week. Man who stole $1 million in fajitas will now have jail food to critique, and Amazon will now stick it right in your trunk. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, let's go to the fine state of Oregon, where a man walked his dog on the beach. Now, he happened to be walking his dog on a nude beach, but he didn't have his dog on a leash. And that is when a naked man attacked him, actually jumped on top of him, started beating him up. And sure, the issue was about his dog not being on a leash. Nobody likes to get beat up, but the one thing to make it worse is to have it done by a naked person. Meanwhile, we go to Florida, where a man brought home divorce papers. His wife responded to the news by shooting at him. Now, she missed, but still. And then we told you yesterday about another couple in Florida. They got into an argument. We don't know what the argument was about, but it ended when one of them was hit in the face with Billy the Big Mouth Bass singing Fish. That's right. Somehow that became the center of the argument because it started getting petty. This is a couple. And one threw it, ended up hitting the other guy in the head with the singing Billy the Big Mouth Bass. True story. Now, the common denominator of all these stories is simply this. Things were fairly routine, and then somebody snapped and things went south real fast. But we've all been there. Either we've been the person that snapped or we've witnessed the person snapping, and maybe they were justified, maybe they weren't. But today's question is very simple. Who snapped and why?
Be part of the big show. Call 844-999-OLA. You can like The Men's Room on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at Men's Room Live. And send those emails to themensroom@mensroomlive.com. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
All the Macholos, and away we go. Welcome to show number 2813. And what a large and in charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. Ted's Meat and Potatoes, the head chef, is back. And we have some information and news about snacks. And I guess some statistics on eating while distracted. I guess we just don't sit down and have a good meal anymore. There's other things going on.
Don't.
Yeah. I think that probably would go back to the TV tray in the early days and people who would sit in front of their televisions while eating dinner. And of course, you know, at least in my day and age, we didn't have a lot of family dinners, maybe 1 or 2 a week. But man, you had to sit down. You had to be paying attention. Everything had to be turned off. It was family time.
Well, there was nothing to have on. And the thing I remember about...
there was a TV in our kitchen. I do remember that.
The thing I remember about the TV table / TV tray, the only person that ever used it when I was growing up, like my brother and I would use it if we were good and they gave us some kind of dumb snack during the day. But actual sit-down dinner, on occasion, I do remember my father would grab that thing. Looking back, I get it. Like, I need to get away
Sure.
from you, your brother. And, never mean, but he would sit in front of the TV and always watch something he knew we didn't want to watch, like the news.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there was no chance we were going to join him.
And not only that, but maybe he worked late. You guys had already eaten.
No, he was not working late.
He just wanted to get
This is not a Bon Jovi song. The dude was home. We were home. Working on the docks. Nothing like that.
Okay, all right. He just didn't like
He just
it.
got sick.
He just,
of it.
that's
all
I
it was.
understand.
Yeah.
We work here together every day. We know. I know Sherlock is coming up. We'll drink and toast with the shot of the day. And today is the day that we play the game known as Big Dummy. It's an easy game to play. All we ask you is to get one question right. Once Ted spins a big category wheel, every week we do a men's room poll that accompanies it. And we ask you something stupid, like last week. What late night snack would you go for? Would you like a Hot Pocket? Maybe macaroni and cheese from a box, frozen pizza, cereal thrown in there as well. Cereal dominated this poll easily, by far, tripling the results of every other vote.
I tried to tell you this last week.
I couldn't believe it. Number 1, frozen pizza. Number 2, Hot Pocket, followed by mac and cheese. What we basically learned here is that people do not want to do anything or any part of the work late at night.
Not that point in the night.
They don't want to. They don't want to cook anything.
This is guilt eating. This is I'm drunk eating. This is not a
you
meal.
Can't even put
this
a
is
Hot Pocket in the frickin' microwave.
Go in the microwave.
I know, and then you
Doesn't
walk
matter.
away and come back.
I can argue it's easier to cook a Hot Pocket than it is to make the cereal.
It might be
Or a
easier
frozen
to
pizza.
make. But here is the difference, friend. I'm not waiting for my cereal to cool off. Yes, you made your Hot Pocket in 90 seconds
Cereal's
or less.
great.
And now you sit there another 90 seconds just staring at it, knowing when you bite into it.
That's
It could be
fair.
3 hours later. You're going to burn the roof of your mouth, and I'm not going to feel bad.
And
for
other
it.
than the late night farts, man, the cereal probably is the best thing that you could eat.
Well,
as far as the nutritional value is concerned, something sitting in your stomach.
Cinnamon
all night.
Toast Crunch was also the big winner in cereal, so I don't know if that's necessarily
that's
true.
Depends on what kind of cereal you enjoy. All right, so this week on our men's room poll, we're having you dive into a pool. You have some options here as far as what you are diving into. You can dive into a pool of chewing tobacco spit, urine, loogies, or sharks. Again, you're diving into a pool. It can be of chewing tobacco spit. It can be of urine. Loogies, as in like reach back to the back of your throat and pull out the pearl of your mouth. And then loogie that. Maybe a little green involved. We don't know. We know it's going to be stringy. We know it's going to be basically like a thin oysters.
Yeah, basically.
It's going to be, you're just going to slime your way through it. You're going to splash in, and it's going to be salty if you happen to get into your mouth. It's going to taste like it's a loogie, man. It's a pool full of loogies. Or sharks. Lots and lots of sharks. So that's our men's room poll for today. It's quite simple. You're going to dive into a pool. Will it be chewing tobacco spit, urine, loogies, or sharks? There you go.
I think I've given this one a lot of thought because I'm torn. Like, tobacco spit is absolutely off the table. Loogies.
Why is tobacco spit? Explain why.
You know what, man? Maybe I've just had too much experience with it. Not being a trip. Ted, we lived together for a while.
Yeah.
And it's just the view of it itself is unpleasant, right? That's one thing. Then also you realize it's just spit, man. It's
But
just
there's a difference between spit and loogies.
I know, but it's spit. It is spit, so it's a little thinner.
It is thinner.
It's going to burn more, and the fumes.
It's going to be minty. It's going to be minty.
It's going to be real
It
nice,
depends on the flavor.
right?
Well, what are the flavors?
It's like everything. It could be just plain.
Okay.
Either look, there's no winner in that case. The loogies, absolutely not.
Yeah, loogies are out.
It can't be done.
So
man.
nothing, no spit
So-
from you. So it's down to urine and sharks.
I would do spit if it wasn't tobacco spit, but tobacco spit. Let's face it, in the world of spit, tobacco spit is the big winner, is the worst, right?
Yeah, I used to
So
do it. It's
right,
disgusting,
You know
disgusting
that.
habit.
Right? You know.
Yeah.
So you got tobacco spit and
miss it.
loogies. I'm removing those from my options. The sharks. Now, Robin brought this up and said, "Look, we don't know if they're the kind of sharks that'll kill you." And then, as Mike added, it could be the San Jose sharks, right? But the problem is, it could also be tiger sharks or great white. We don't know. You don't know until you get in the pool. So I think I have to pick the P.
You're going with urine.
Yeah. I'm not happy but the sharks, man, that just seems like a bad idea.
Okay.
And I think I can handle the P the best.
There's your men's room poll. You're diving into a pool. Will it be chewing tobacco, spit, urine, loogies, and sharks? All right, the game is Big Dummy. 844-999. Ola, who is our first contestant ready to play the big game?
Unbelievable. Hello, Zion. Welcome to the men's room.
Big Dummy!
Hola.
Hello?
Hola.
Zion, are you there?
Yes.
Did I get your name right? Is it Zion? Zion?
Gian.
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 Yeah, we go through this every freaking time.
Gian, are you sober, not sober?
Sober.
Sober Gian.
You would think we would know this by now.
And sober Gian, what are you diving into a pool of? Chewing tobacco, spit, urine, loogies, or sharks?
I would have to go with urine.
You're going urine.
Hey, jump in while the water's warm, baby. I'm there waiting for you.
Drip, drip.
You know what's amazing? I'm looking at the comments coming in.
Yeah.
It overwhelmingly people are picking sharks.
Huh.
Well, you have a chance.
Of what? Not getting
I'm not
urine on
getting
you?
attacked.
You have look, for a fact,
I
you're
don't know,
not
man.
going
As
to
soon
be
as
attacked
as soon
in
as
the
you
other
make a
ones.
splash, my money says that you're bait.
But if it, yeah, everyone's going sharks, sharks, sharks. One other person agrees with urine. Everyone's going sharks. You people are out of your mind.
I mean, you have
Loogies might not be that
if
bad.
you have one cut on your body, you're gonna be in a world of hurt of anything else.
What, for the chewing tobacco, spit?
For all of
the
them.
urine?
Any of them.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
You're talking about urine,
Oh,
spit, and spit.
You know
But
what else I
wouldn't
was
the
thinking?
urine sterilize it? Isn't that the-
yeah, maybe, probably. Yeah.
Well, it depends.
Stings.
I was
It's
even
gonna
thinking.
sting,
I was even
sure.
thinking orange juice, just in case you dove in with a hangnail. Oh, wouldn't that suck?
But I think I'm going with sharks too. I'll take my chances.
You're taking sharks?
Yeah.
Damn, man. All right.
Yeah, but you could die.
You could die.
Yeah, but you're not going to die in a tub of loogies.
But here's the thing. In theory, you're going to swim to the other side. The only one that doesn't guarantee that is the sharks.
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't pick sharks.
Yeah. All right, here is your question. The Oort cloud, O-O-R-T, the Oort cloud on the outskirts of the solar system is made up of what celestial objects?
I don't know. I mean, I don't even know what to guess.
Well, you could guess, like, is it an asteroid belt? Is it a bunch of black holes? Is it
It's a bunch of black holes.
meteors all together,
I
like
would
50
say a bunch
of them?
a bunch of asteroids.
No.
Comets.
Comets. Ah! So close.
Good spinning today, Ted.
Thank you.
All right. Your question. Who wrote the book A Brief History of Time back in 1988?
And I don't know books. I've only read like a few books in my whole life.
Oh, let me get my fainting couch.
Yeah, exactly. Why don't you run for office?
I don't know authors.
They were
I don't
coming. There was a movie made about them that may have won Best Picture, or
About this author?
yeah, he was more than an author, but this book put this particular person into prominence.
What year?
1988.
Is it Stephen Hawking?
It is Stephen Hawking.
Okay.
They made a movie about my life.
Hey, what books have you read?
Well, I just have really, really bad ADD. Like reading it's hard to focus. So I've just never cared about reading because.
Hey, Gian, how old are
yeah.
you? How old are you?
I'm 27.
27. Are you on ADD medication still?
Yeah.
Have you ever smoked a big fatty?
Weed. Yeah.
You have. Did it calm you down?
Yeah. A lot.
Were you able to focus and read?
I don't know. I back when I did smoke, I can't because of my job anymore. But back
All
when I
right.
did,
Yeah, well, don't do that
I didn't
then.
want to pick up a book. So
I smoke a lot
Your
of
job
weed.
wants
yeah,
you
no,
to.
I read
Smoking
like
weed doesn't help me
Well,
read.
no, I typically.
No, but you don't have ADD.
Yeah, right.
No, but I mean, I have a slight disability with reading.
yeah, I just like reading is just like I can read a sentence like 17 times and I still can't remember.
You can't.
Oh, we
comprehend
call
that.
those school books.
Yeah, I know. It's because you're not interested in the subject matter.
Did you see they actually put out a list of, it was like, look, books that kids should no longer have to read in school. And they weren't just picking on the books. They weren't being contrarian. They were just like, look,
It's a waste of time.
there is no value to reading certain books anymore.
It's counter-
We're not saying get rid of reading, but you can replace these books that you insist, like Catcher in the Rye. Like, kids get nothing from this anymore. It is disturbingly boring to them. Replace it with something they'll find interesting. That's all.
Harry Potter would be better
Right. That's all, man.
because they're interested in it and they're reading.
And keep in mind, kids, Harry, just a nickname.
If they made you read the articles in Playboy magazine when you were 14 years old,
They would have a better chance.
you would still read the article. You would read the article. Do a report on
20 questions.
Yeah, I mean, if you're interested, it helps. But I mean, like there's stuff I like.
Mm-hmm.
It takes forever to read a book.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like reading is
definitely.
not easy.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Here's your question there, Gian. Gian, all right?
Gian.
The aorta is the largest what in the human body?
The what now?
The aorta.
Aorta. Aorta. It's
I feel like you almost just said it.
Insane in the
organ?
An artery.
I know it's
Artery. Largest artery.
Artery.
Jermaine vein.
Man, I'm so nervous. I thought I was going to get like one and done, but
Are you kidding?
We didn't. We did.
Come on.
We've read your emails.
oh, I just haven't read enough books. I don't know enough. So I just,
That's all right. You'll be fine, man.
Your question. What is Soho short for? As in the New York City neighborhood. It's when a woman dressed real skanky. She's Soho.
Soho.
what is Soho? Is it like an abbreviation for a city?
It's a neighborhood in New York City.
I have a lot of thoughts on this.
Do you know it, Ted? Or you just have answers? No.
Is it like Southampton?
Not a bad guess. South is the first one.
South of?
South of.
Is it Harlem or is it south of?
I mean, I thought they just took it from England.
It's south of Houston.
South of Houston.
Houston Street. So if you right.
And what's the final O?
What's that?
What's the final O?
The final O.
You said Soho.
Soho, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
There's also Soho in L.A., which is south of Hollywood. Depends where you go.
All right, Gian, question number 5.
Isn't there a Soho in London?
I believe there is.
Like, I thought that was just one of those things we just took it.
If you have a south
like
of and
yeah.
you have an H, then everyone has a Soho.
We got a Sodo.
Because, we have Soda. That's why they have Sodo in Seattle, because you have Soho.
Sodos.
Soda, or Sodo, Soap.
There'll be a Sobo.
Sodo.
And then of the final album, Zoso.
All right, your question. Multiple choice. Scatophobia is the fear of darkness, light, or silence.
What is it now?
Scatophobia.
Scotophobia. I'm going to say silence.
Jesus. Darkness.
Darkness.
Jeff Sessions has a case of scotophobia. He says he doesn't.
I like my berries light.
All the evidence says he might. All right, your question. Whose autobiography is titled Dreams from My Father? Of course, I'm asking you a book question again. I swear to God. As soon as I'm asking the question, I'm like, why am I asking?
Dreams from My Father.
Dreams from My Father. This is a very prominent American political figure.
So the dream
Is it
thing.
George Bush? Maybe.
It would be Martin Luther King Jr. Maybe.
Other prominent political black guy, Barack Obama.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Barack Obama.
It's supposed to be called Dreams of My Kenyan Muslim Father, but they shortened the title.
Dreams
Junior,
of
Junior.
Dreams of my Hawaiian
Victor
mother.
Mo, Junior.
Dreams of hot boxing and
Hang out with all the other
Come down to the
juniors.
dry cleaner.
Wait, what question am I on?
You're on number 7. You're doing horribly.
Don't worry.
Ask me an easy one.
Was this team sober or team non-sober?
That's Team
He
Sober.
says sober.
I'm sober. I'm just really nervous.
That's all right. You should be nervous. We're staring at you right now. Your question, multiple choice. What company manufactures Viagra? GlaxoSmithKline, Merck, or Pfizer?
The first one you said.
GlaxoSmithKline?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Pfizer. With a P.
One day, Gian, you'll need to throw a football through a tire yourself.
No, that's not Viagra.
Oh.
That is Cialis.
My bad.
Cialis, you throw footballs through tires.
I want to be able to throw a football through a tire.
And then, if you buy Cialis, apparently they will ship 2 bathtubs to your waterfront property. So instead of just getting in the lake that you have the view of, you can sit in a bathtub and look at the lake that you could be
That's
in.
when I watched that NFL quarterback skills challenge down in Orlando. They do.
He ain't on
man,
Cialis.
He's on Cialis. I'm just like, this guy has been practicing on the Cialis.
They piss me off with those tubs at the end. Like, nobody lives like that, man. If you already live like that, you don't need Cialis. Trust me.
Weekend is here.
So get you some booty.
Time to
That's
relax.
basically what they're saying.
Spend some time with the wife.
You don't have to work. She ain't working.
Maybe you can wake up to a little.
Have sex in the bathtub in the house and take separate baths outside.
Walk the dog now, get freaky later.
Your accuracy with the football will impress the neighbors. All right, here's your question. What is the capital of Sweden?
Oh, God.
Getting to know you. It starts with an S.
S?
Yes.
Is it a syndrome?
It is. It is, in fact, a syndrome. I was going to offer up that clue, and I thought, why?
Yeah. How about this?
Talking about
Just name a city in Sweden.
yeah,
you know what? Yeah.
Know your Swedish cities.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know. I'm like getting mad at myself. I don't know any of these freaking answers.
Take a stab at it.
Yeah,
Dude, I don't
Name
know.
a city that's not in America.
There you go.
Oh, my goodness. I'm drawing a blank.
Name any city.
a city.
Name a city.
Name a city.
Any city.
God damn.
Where? Where are you calling from?
What planet are you from, Gian?
Just tell us anywhere that's a location.
Yes.
I'm just trying to think of a weird Swedish word that starts with an S, and I can't, my brain, I can't think of, I'm, nervous.
At this point, please just acknowledge you can name a city.
If you just said IKEA, I would have been happy.
Name a city. Just any city.
Good job,
Maybe you're
man.
too nervous to be playing, Gian. Maybe we should, if you can't name a city, maybe we should just give you a little break here and then allow you to
Let's
play
collect
the
your
game.
thoughts.
Yeah.
Why don't we step out for a bit?
All right.
You collect your thoughts. You put that thinking cap on. And we're going to get back to you in a few minutes, all right?
All right.
All right.
Holy cow.
Stockholm, by the way, was the answer.
Stockholm!
I would have accepted any city.
Man, oh, man.
They called the game Big Dummy.
People are already saying it's going to be a long game. Yes, sir.
844-9990. More Big Dummy on the way. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
Hola, bitch, hola. You have entered the men's room.
Head Chef coming up. Ted's Meat and Potatoes has some snack news and eating while distracted. Some information on that. That's all coming up with the Head Chef and Ted's Meat and Potatoes. In the meantime, the game is Big Dummy. I believe we still have Gian on the line playing for Team Sober and working on question number 9. Number 9.
Hey, just so you guys know, when you guys went to break, I got, a bunch of people who heard me on Big Dummy. They were messaging me, and they were like, "Oh man, they're asking me really hard questions."
No, we're not. Those are your friends trying to make you feel better.
When we left off, we just wanted you to name a city.
A city.
Just any
See,
city.
your friends are being nice. We just said name
I was
a
trying to
city.
think of a Swedish word. That's why I couldn't just randomly say something that just started with an S. Cause
Meatballs. IKEA.
Yeah.
Fjord.
I thought you said it had to start with an S.
Well,
It does.
did. Psychea.
Oh,
Seat balls. Fjord. It's that easy.
Sweet balls.
all right.
All right, here is your question. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. How many daily tides are there?
2.
Oh!
There it is.
Oh!
There it is.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Mind blown. Phew. Game is Big Dummy. 844-999-OLA. Do we have a new contestant ready to play the game?
I liked her. Hello, Chris. Welcome to the men's room. Hola. You realize we had to get her off the phone. HR came and said if she's on the show any longer, she will be a paid employee. They were trying to get her 401 together. Jeez.
Chris, you sober, not sober?
I'm super sober.
Chris, welcome to the show.
Super sober. Really,
All right.
Freaking superhero.
Men's room poll. Dive into a pool of chewing tobacco, spit, urine, loogies, or sharks.
They're all good choices here. I don't know. What kind of shark did you say what they were?
All kinds of sharks. Great white
We
sharks.
don't know.
mako
That's
sharks.
the problem. You have to
Tiger
look.
sharks.
You know what's in the other 3 pools. We know there are sharks in the 4th. And like we said, it could be the San Jose Sharks and they're hanging out with hockey players. It could be it could be a great white. We don't know. But if we never see you again, we'll have a good guess.
Well, when you swim in urine anyway, so mine as well.
Okay, so
Right
we go
on.
straight up pee.
See, everyone's joining me in the pee pool.
2 votes urine.
I pee so much in the pool, I'm kind of used to it. All right, and I've had Mike Hawk literally pee on me in the pool.
Sharks still winning on Twitter.
Really?
Just a little bit.
I just
you're in
don't
second.
understand what is people's reasoning with the sharks? That they might not attack you?
I think, generally people are willing to risk not being attacked over jumping into pee or spit.
See, this is where we differ. I don't want to do any of these, but if you said that pool has sharks, this one has pee, Listen to my yellow splash. Man, I'm in the P. All right, here's your question. Which one of these cities is not home to a Federal Reserve Bank? Boston, Cleveland, Houston, or San Francisco?
San Francisco.
And I guess it's Boston, Cleveland, Houston, or San Francisco.
I'll go Cleveland.
Houston. Can you believe that? Yeah. There's like Philadelphia, Boston, New York, San Fran, Kansas City. Denver might be on the list. But yeah, Cleveland is one. I would have guessed Cleveland myself. All right, your next question. 2 countries were involved in the Turbot War. This was a dispute between 1994 and 1996. Don't feel bad. I don't remember it either. But this battle was between Spain and what North American country?
What's the name of the war?
Turbot. I'm just assuming Turbot.
Sounds like a Battlestar Galactica thing. Turbot. Anyway, I'll say the USA.
Mexico?
Canada.
All right, well, there's only one other option.
Wow.
You knew that, Ted?
No, but you said...
Oh, okay. Your inflection made it sound like
I
you
knew
said
it wasn't
Canada.
USA,
touched
and
them
then
all.
he said Mexico, so I was like, Canada.
That's all we got left.
What was it about?
I have absolutely no idea.
right.
And they even, as I'm reading this, it's called the Turbot War, but technically it's the Turbot War dispute.
All right.
So I feel like it's one of those things like we might go to war, but we don't really want
It
to
was settled
declare.
with croquettes and
poutine. Yes, of course.
Cheese dishes.
It wins every time. Pick cheese, not war, man. All right, your question. Lemurs are found almost exclusively on what island?
Madagascar.
Oh, there we go. All right, Chris.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
There you go.
Madagascar, huh? All the lemurs in the world are really from Madagascar?
They say the overwhelming majority of lemurs are on Madagascar. What else
Then why,
is on Madagascar?
why are they anywhere else? It's like kangaroos. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Because I'm sure someone grabbed one to, like, look, why are there, what, these big-ass snakes in Florida?
Sure. Yeah.
Also, they're on islands.
big ass snakes.
Okay. Makes sense why they're not anywhere else.
Good point. All right, the game is Big Dummy. If you would like to be a contestant, 844-999. Hola, more Big Dummy coming up in seconds.
The shenanigans continue on the Men's Room Radio Network.